Hello everyone, this is Rabbi Rosalimsky here. It's a true honor and privilege to have the opportunity to address and speak to my fellow TABC alumni. As I'm sure many of us know, when it comes to the Yontif of Hanukkah, there are two basic miracles, there are two basic nisim that we're coming to commemorate, that we're coming to celebrate. On the one hand, we have this miracle of the Milchama. A bunch of Jews decided we're going to take on the military superpower of the time. We're going to take on the Greek army. And miraculously, we won. And as I'm sure many of us know, we made our way after this unbelievably unparalleled military defeat. We made our way to the Beis Hamikdash where we were to light the menorah. And only there was a small little pach shem and a small little jug of oil. And that jug of oil only had enough oil to last for one night. But of course, as we know, it ended up lasting, miraculously, for 8 days. And if I were to ask you, which of these two miracles was more miraculous? Which of these two miracles was more unbelievable? The miracle of the Milchama, the miracle of the war on the one hand, or the miracle of the Pach Shemen on the other hand? Which of these two miracles should we spend our time focusing on? Which of these two miracles should Chanukah be all about? So if you were asking me, if I knew nothing about the Yontif of Chanukah, and all I heard were these two miracles, I would have thought that the focus of Chanukah should be the war. Just think about it. Imagine a few Jews. Right? Jews are supposed to be doctors, businessmen, rabbis. We're not soldiers. And the IDF, certainly the exception, is the exception to the rule. Generally speaking, we're not soldiers. But a bunch of Jews decided, we're going to get together and we're going to take on the Greek army. We're going to take on the military superpower of the time. And we won. Imagine for a few moments that a bunch of us TABC alumni got together and said, you know what we're going to do? We don't like the American army, so we're going to take them on, and we're going to beat them. People would look at us like we're absolutely insane. But that's what the Jews did. They took on the Greeks, and they won. Okay, it's very nice. The Pach Shemen lasted for 8 days instead of 1 day. That's beautiful. That's miraculous. But if I were thinking, which of these miracles is more amazing? Which of these two miracles is more unbelievable? I would have thought that it's the miracle of the war against the Greeks. And I'd like to perhaps make one suggestion as to why we spend so much time on Hanukkah, not focused on the war. It's true we add a little part in Al Anisim, but why the crux of Hanukkah is all about the oil, the menorah. Not only do we light oil, but we eat oil. That's how you know it's a Jewish holiday, because we eat oil. We eat latkes and sufganiyot and all that amazing stuff. That's what Hanukkah is all about. It's about the oil. One suggestion. As miraculous as the war was, as unbelievable as it was that we overtook the Greeks and that we beat the strongest army in the world, that was simply a means to an end. The goal of the war, the goal of the Milchama against the Greeks wasn't simply to beat the Greeks, but it was to get back to the Beis Hamikdash and to light the menorah. The goal of the military prowess wasn't just to show the world we're strong, we're cool, we're awesome. The goal of the military accomplishment that we achieved by beating the Greeks was to continue to perpetuate Hashem's name, was to continue to bring Hashem's light into the world. And that's why the focus of Hanukkah isn't about the war. That was just a means to an end. The focus is on what the end was. The end was to get back into that Beis HaMikdash and to light the menorah once again. And that's what we go through throughout life. Every experience that we have, every struggle that we have, every challenge that we deal with. The question is, what's my goal? What's my aspiration? What's my dream? What's my end? And I think perhaps that's what's so beautiful and unbelievable about TABC. As amazing as TABC was, 4 years, hopefully, I certainly can speak for myself, it was an amazing 4 years. But what's amazing about TABC isn't simply the amazing 4 years that we spent inside those walls. But what's amazing about TABC is the end result, is what we have become, as what we've been able to accomplish and do. I look at my friends who are TABC alumni, and we're an amazing group of people, leading in the Jewish world, leading in the secular world, leading in medicine, leading in rabbinics, leading in law and some of the biggest business and finance firms. TABC alumni have accomplished a tremendous amount, and it's really because of TABC. And I think that's what Hanukkah is all about. Hanukkah is about focusing on our goals. Hanukkah is not only about focusing on the process, but it's also about focusing on the product. And Amir Tzashem, throughout these 8 days of Chanukah, may each and every one of us continue to capitalize on that relationship with Hashem and to continue to bring Hashem's light into the world. Chag Sameach.